what's going on, guys? It's Corrupt Vapors. That's K-U-R-U-P-T, Vapors, V-A-P-O-R-S. Today I'm not going to be doing a review. I'm actually going to be talking about steeping and breathing. I see a lot of people on a lot of websites and forums talking about, I let my juice steep for 3 months, or I let my juice steep for 3 weeks. That's ridiculous. That makes no sense to me. I let all my juices steep, and I let all my juices breathe. Every time I receive a juice, I let it steep and I let it breathe. The first thing we're going to jump into is steeping. I have a different room where I let all my juices steep. I let them steep in a dark cabinet. You know, no light, no heat. It's a nice, dry, cool place. I put them in a bottle. Leave them in the bottle. I do try them right out the bat, but I let them sit in a cool, dark, dry place where they're not going to see any light, nothing. I'll leave them in there for about 5 to 7 days. Then I'll come back to it. I'll vape it after that. I'll shake it up, give it a nice good shake, and I'll vape it. And it's usually the flavor is 3 times better, hands down. Again, this is with most juices. This isn't all juices. I prefer a 70-30 VG-PG ratio or a max VG, and they tend to be thicker. So I'll give them a good shake. You know, after the 5 to 7 days, I'll give them a good shake before I put them there and after I take it out, or when it comes down to breathing. And breathing is I take the cap off, hence the letting it breathe part. I'll take the cap off and let it sit in a dark place, a dry place, you know, where it's not going to get a lot of sunlight, but where it still has airflow. So in a room on a dresser, you know, blinds closed, something's getting a lot of air through there, and I let it breathe for no more than 8 to 12 hours at the very most. And in between those 8 to 12 hours, every 2 to 3 hours, I'll put the cap back on nice and tight, and I'll shake it up. And so it gets all, you know, it gets more air within the juice, and then I take the cap off and I let it sit again. I'll do that again, 8 to 12 hours at the very most. Anything after that, it starts losing flavor. Juices can go bad, and they will go bad. I will be making a completely another video on juices go bad, they go bad. But again, steeping is where you let it do it. It's like aging a whiskey, where you just let it do it itself in a much faster, you know, ratio, but you're still letting it do what it has to do by itself. Breathing is where you let it sit with the cap off, 8 to 10 hours, maybe 8 to 12 hours. You know, where you're shaking it up in between every 2 to 3 hours. That's breathing, and that's steeping. I hope this helped you guys out. If you have any questions, comments, something I didn't go over, please leave comments in the section below, and I'll be quick to answer them as fast as possible. Thank you guys very much, and have a good day. Vape on.